Semi-finalists again. That is 3 semi-finals out of 4 competitions for England under Gareth Southgate, and despite his faults, despite the clear and obvious talent he has available to him, that is no coincidence. Clearly, he is getting something right. The Netherlands now await us on Wednesday night. Massive game, absolutely massive. This is currently how the Final Four look, and depending on when you're watching this video, the first finalist may already be decided, with Spain and France playing the day before England and Netherlands. Before we look at that game though, we have to talk about how much better England were against Switzerland. And coming into that match, many people were saying, well, this was our toughest test. Many people were actually predicting, me included, that England would go out because of how poor we'd played in the previous games and how Switzerland had played. They looked confident, and I thought that was the end of the road for England, but we massively improved. We weren't absolutely amazing by any means, but I think we were the better team on the night and thoroughly deserved to go through, and we made Switzerland look quite average. 5 amazing penalties as well, and I have said this before, even the current Euros, way back actually, Jordan Pickford is England's greatest ever goalkeeper, and he showed his quality yet again. I have to hold my hands up though, I was down and out. I had lost faith in this England team because of those 4 games that I'd seen England play prior to this Switzerland match. I wasn't expecting anything different, and I was surprised that in the end Southgate did change the system to 3 at the back, and we looked so much better for it. Saka playing much further up the pitch, Trippier on the other side playing further up the pitch. There's still problems, we'll come on to those in a second, but England looked more comfortable, the players looked more comfortable where they were picking up the ball, we were having the ball higher up the pitch, we created much more, we were more direct. Again, not perfect, but it was England's best performance of this tournament by far. Even though England are miles off playing the best football we have and could potentially play under Gareth Southgate, we are still in a semi-final yet again, and that says something. That says something. The best teams win matches even when not playing well, and you would argue England are in a semi-final with still more to give and more to show, and that can only be exciting. We have to go and win something now. We have to go and win this Euros. The fact that England have never won the European Championships is just embarrassing. It's wrong. I know other people were going, oh, England fans think they've got a God-given right. Yeah, I do. I think England should be winning the Euros, or should have won the Euros in our history. I absolutely think that, based on where England are in the stature of European football. It's a disgrace on our nation that we have never won this tournament, and we've got to go and win it now. Come on, we have to push on. But the Netherlands stand in our way, and I am not taking this for granted because it will be a very tough test. But people thought that about Switzerland. People thought Switzerland would be a step up, and in the end, we actually made them look like one of the worst teams we've played. They offered nothing. Switzerland offered nothing, and England have to be credited for that because we made them look a shadow of the team that played against Italy, and I'm hoping we start to do that against the Netherlands as well. But what does Gareth Southgate do now? Because there are problems there that we need to address. Trippier on that left-hand side, it's still a problem. All our threat came down the right. He needs to try and fit in Anthony Gordon, but at the same time, if he's going to play 3 at the back, can we trust someone like Gordon to play that left wing-back role? Could Luke Shaw now come in? Now he's fit, but now Luke Shaw's fit. Does he go back to a back 4? What does he do about Harry Kane? Because England really played that game with 10 men. Kane was that ineffective throughout the entire game, and it's restricting us, no doubt. But what does he do? Can you take Kane off? Can you drop the captain, Harry Kane? Because he will score, given the opportunity. Is Luke Shaw fit enough to start? And what does he now do about which system we play? So all these things still need to be addressed by Gareth Southgate and resolved before Wednesday night. Whether he goes 3 at the back or 4 at the back, I can see arguments for either, but there's no doubt we played better with 3 at the back. But the Netherlands, offensively, are very strong. It's still frustrating though as well, and we know he'll never learn now. Southgate is still reactive rather than proactive. The only point in the game where Switzerland looked like they were getting into it and maybe score, they had 5-10 minutes, it was starting to creep in, you think, make a change now, make a change now, make a change, and he never did. And we know he's never going to learn that. We know that Southgate, he will just make the changes once we've conceded or once something ridiculous happens. He's not proactive enough, and that is a criticism that continues to this day. And it's a worry moving forward that we're going to run out of luck or run out of time, and we very nearly did do that against Slovakia. Remember, he only had made 1 substitution with 1 minute to go as we were going out against Slovakia, and you just feel like is that delay going to cost us this tournament if we have a certain situation like this again? England certainly have to stop going behind. But are the Netherlands as tough as Switzerland? Yes and no, I think. I think offensively, like I've said, I think they are. I think they're stronger than Switzerland. I think they're going to offer more going forward. Gakpo at the minute is currently the joint top scorer of the Euros with 3 goals, and up front, their front attacking lineup, they are going to be more offensive. They're much more direct as well, which will cause us problems. And it's interestingly what we've been shouting at our England players to be more. Just be more direct. And Saka showed that at the game. And every time we were direct, we caused problems. We just wish our England players would do it more often. But the Netherlands certainly haven't been shy about doing it. However, defensively, I think the Netherlands are not as strong as Switzerland. And I think there's opportunities there for them to be got at. Remember, Austria scored 3 past this team, but the worry is Gareth Southgate, because we know he will worry more about their attacking players rather than giving the Netherlands something to worry about from our attacking perspective. So we'll look to bolster up our defence first and foremost, and probably let the attack go on the wayside, really, and just play the safe game. We know he does that, but it's frustrating because this Netherlands team have shown weaknesses at the back. But it is really difficult to see what this England team will do now, because no one's suspended. He's got players now coming back from injury, and you just think, what is he going to do given the way we performed in that last match? I think what we want to see is England being brave. If we're braver, I think we win this game. Southgate, interestingly as well, in his interview after the last match, has called out the leaks that have been happening over the course of this tournament and even before the tournament. Something that I've addressed time and time again on this channel, the fact that England's squads or team plans seem to be getting released 3-4 days before the matches actually taking place. Matt Law, interestingly, on Twitter in particular, was really called out by this on social media, because he was releasing all our tactics for the Switzerland game 4 days before the match was even on. So it'll be interesting now if that carries on now that Southgate's called it out. But I tell you what, there's no one more interested in England failing than the English press. The English press have a vendetta against the England national team. So if by any miracle some journalists are watching this channel and this video, this is from me to you. Please shut up. Leave them alone and stop giving the opposition our tactics before the match, please. It's not difficult. No other national teams are doing it, so please shut up. The Netherlands, of course, though, have lost a game at this Euros. They lost 3-2 to Austria in the group stage. They drew 0-0 with France. They did beat Poland in the group stage, though, as well. They beat Romania 3-0 in the round of 16 and obviously beat Turkey 2-1 in the quarter-finals. So there's a mixed bag there. There's been a lot of goals scored, but then also goals conceded as well. So I go back to it. Offensively, the Netherlands pose a real threat. Now, the hard part is predicting the scoreline for this. Now, England have given me more hope. We really do. When I'm back in the game, I'm back, really behind this England team. Not that I was ever not behind them, but in terms of confidence and our ability to win this tournament, I'm now back up there. More so confident on penalties, and I don't think I've ever said that as an England fan, but every single one of those penalties was absolutely brilliant. It seemed like we could take 10 and we wouldn't have missed. And with Pickford being in goal, I'm confident if it goes the distance. But I am not going to predict that this game goes to penalties. It's going to be another nail biter. I'm going to go for a 2-1 England victory after extra time. I think it's going to be really close, but come on, England, please. Please, just for context, this is England bidding to reach our first ever final of an international competition on foreign soil. This is historic. We certainly have the players. We certainly have the squad. Again, man for man, England win this game. On paper, England win this game. We just need to step it up once more and get over the line. And stop going behind as well, which will help my heart tremendously. I'm hoping the bench proves the difference as well, like it has been doing, and Southgate keeps using this fantastic squad that is available to him, which I think may give us the edge in this match. Come on, England, please, please get to another final. Give us that chance of actually winning this tournament. One more game to reach that final. I don't care who we play, let's just get there. But thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and remember to join me on my live stream after the game, like I've been doing after every single match. I'll be jumping straight on. So I look forward to seeing you all on that, whether we win or lose, and I look forward to seeing you all on my next video. Come on, England. Come on. Come on.